inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I'm not waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it unless I decide to do something about it. It's not even a case. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I hate the alarm clock I chose. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to is light. Let's keep the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are. I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watch from afar. There is nowhere to go back and nowhere to go. It's all delusional. Without me, the town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not even like it. I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. It's my stress, that's for sure. I never wanted to run away. I was very motivated. Then what is this feeling? Who would I ask? I've been patient, but it was bearable. I've had the gray haze for a long time though. I never found out what it was. I taste like vegetables I don't like. The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can go home, 'cause I'm afraid something will change. Me without me, I'm the one to blame.
Hey everyone! Or at least Legend Master 3. Nice to see ya. This is Streamsekai, where we're going to be playing a Twitch Plays version of Konosuba TRPG. Here, let me get some background audio. There we go. Something to listen to while we wait. But yeah, I guess I can explain Streamsekai while we wait for players. So essentially, there's this book, Konosuba TRPG. It's a tabletop game set in the Konosuba universe. So your job is to get isekai'd and then, you know, just absolutely destroy in the world of fantasy. You folks are going to be playing the main character here, Korin Kadoya. He's a 25-year-old guy who went out to buy trading cards one day and then got hit by a falling aircraft part. Will I be playing that President got isekai'd after? Those ones are actually on Wednesday evenings. If you give me one sec, I can pull up my, where are you? My schedule. Alright. You already have the schedule? Fantastic. Yeah, Streamsekai tends to run pretty long, so we usually don't get the chance to go into another game afterwards. Go. But yeah, here, essentially, this is the explanation for Streamsekai. Oh, no worries, Creative Garden. Nice to have you here. So yeah, essentially, whatever you folks in the chat post, that's what Korin's gonna do. I've got a recap ready for everyone, just in case, so we'll do that once we have enough players to start. Here is the character that you'll be playing as, Korin. In a few months, will we play Twitch Plays Fool's Gold? Actually, it might be fun to do a Twitch Plays one-shot at Fool's Gold. I know I would really like to get the crew together to do a Fool's Gold one-shot as our original characters. Computer always puts streams on mute. Fair enough. Nice to see you, Trom. Actually, let's get this up. There we go. So once the yes, I'll be playing bar goes up to 3, we'll be able to start. So make sure to put your votes in when you're ready to do so. Yeah, I guess any questions before oh, Bandicoot, nice to see you. That was quick. Okay. Well then, welcome everyone to Streamsekai. I can turn off the waiting for players text, turn on the weapons bar, and begin the recap. So what happened last time? You know what? How about you folks in chat? I'm gonna test your memories. What are some things that happened, 2 weeks ago in Streamsekai? Yeah, our last stream would have been July 30th. Well, let's do the quick recap. Get a song going. My name is Korin Kadoya. On my way home from Nakano Broadway, I was crushed by a falling aircraft part and reincarnated as an adventurer in another world with a set of magic trading cards that let me change my abilities. Mura and I are in a fierce competition with a Crimson Magic Clan member, Dojan, over who can hand out the most coupons for the blacksmith clothier shop. We figured that doing a quest would help get the word out, and registered to help an archwizard test his fire and ice magic. We met the guy, Dododon, as house, and he's a bit eccentric. He was from the Crimson Magic Clan too, so I guess all of them are like Dojan and Dododon? Weird. Anyways, we talked over tea about making a public performance out of it, and having Mura prove the armor that she got was top quality by blasting both of us. He agreed, and we met at the gates to town, where there was a huge crowd. After prepping, by chugging these potions we got from Dunnan and both of us spamming defensive magic, the show was underway. Mura did really well, but I kinda almost died. Thankfully, when I woke up, Mura was still standing, and the crowd cheered for us. We handed out a ton of coupons, and Dododon taught us advanced light magic, which we called Pikadon. We only have a few days left to win the bet, so let's keep at it. How many sessions in is this? This would be session number... Here, I can check on YouTube, because I've got a, playlist. Streamsekai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... We're 6 parts in. So this is session number 7. God, this is session number 7. It doesn't feel like that. But yeah. The sun shines through your window. How'd you get into your room, you wonder? But you're laying down on your bed. And you're feeling kind of sore from yesterday. Being blasted by fire and ice coming from top and bottom, absolutely knocking you out, wasn't the greatest feeling ever. The fact that you were able to come back from the brink of death was kind of good. But now you're here, in your in-room. Mura is not in sight. What's the coupon? So in a previous session, you want to get your kobold friend Mura here. Some extra armor, since all she owned was a cape. But in doing so, you made a bet with the clothier that you would drum up business. And your rival, Dojan, came up and was like, ooh, I'll be part of that bet. And essentially, you're in a contest for who can hand out the most coupons to this store. You've achieved it in several different ways. Dojan held like a magic show outside and handed out a bunch of coupons and tried to sneak them into people's pockets. You, in order to help your friends who are outside of town, made a quest at the Adventurers Guild for people to meet your friends, get a coupon, and then come back to get $5. It's 500 Eris, because that's this world's currency. And that's been drumming up some coupons. You also, in the last session, took on a quest to get hit by advanced fire and ice magic. And you did it in front of a crowd to help drum up some business for the blacksmith and clothier. So that explains the coupons. And yeah, so that people will buy armor or clothes. Is it half off or buy one get one or something? I don't think you guys looked at the coupon. So, waking up, getting out of bed, you notice that your clothes are still on. You're smelling kind of funky, but whatever. You reach into your pocket and take a look at your stack of coupons. Because, let's face it, you just took the challenge and didn't actually look at it. And on the coupon is a brown note with a little purple stamp with a picture of a kobold's face on it. Specifically, a kobold like this. And the text reads, Korin/Mura Team Coupon. Good for 10% off of any purchase at the blacksmith or the clothier. In brackets, cannot be combined with any other offer. No one has asked what was on the coupon just yet. Oh, and I guess there should be an expiration date on there. So, this coupon is only valid for the week of the challenge. Dojan, aka Dijon. Yep. So yeah, these coupons are good for... Here, I'm gonna put some background music on. What's a good one? Not that one. There we go. This one's gonna be good. Are we looking for players? No, essentially... Well, I guess yes, but everyone in the chat is controlling our boy Korin Kadoya right here. So anything that you guys say in chat will go towards what Korin's going to be doing, while I GM for you guys. So if you want to play, by all means, hang out with us, and let us know what you want Korin to do, or say. There's also a couple of commands that you can use. So if I ask for a D6, you just do !D6. If I ask you for 2D6, there's a command for... Well, sorry. There's a command for that as well. And sometimes, very rarely, I'll ask you for a D20, because this is a D6-based campaign. So there's a command for that too. Alright, so you've woken up, you've taken a look at the coupons, and realized that you haven't been telling people that they get 10% off. Setting? So this... I guess I'll do a quick recap. You are Korin Kadoya, a 25-year-old man who's lived in America for most of his life, but is actually of Japanese descent. You moved to Japan a year ago to go to college, but after you graduated college... Sorry, you moved to Japan to go to college, and you graduated a year ago. And in that year, you've just been a shut-in. When you went to go to the collector's store one day to grab some trading cards, you got flattened by a piece of falling aircraft equipment. And when you woke up, you were in a perfectly blank room with a checkerboard floor, and encountered a goddess who said that she could reincarnate you in a fantasy world if you wanted. You said yes, and you got a mystical boon, a deck of trading cards, and a sword that let you change your class at will. When you woke up, you encountered a kobold named Mura, who the goddess basically told to help you on your adventure. What you'll do in the setting of Konosuba TRPG is completely up to you, but right now you're in a challenge where you have to hand out more coupons than your rival. Otherwise, the store will confiscate your friend's armor. So it's essentially a fantasy setting, more comedy and slice of life kind of vibe. How many days are you into the challenge? I believe this would be your 3rd day. So you have 4 days left. Do we care about this friend? Yes. Your friend Mura, your kobold companion, has saved you on multiple occasions. You've actually spent a couple of tender moments with Mura, where, you know, she's a kobold, she couldn't read, so you started to help her learn how to read. She's helped you by basically being your buffer. Oh, sorry, did I say 4 days left? Sorry, I think we're 3 days in, because we have 4 days left. But yeah, your friend Mura is nowhere to be seen right now, though. You're in your in-room. If you want, you can go downstairs. They offer a free breakfast if you're staying at the inn. You can go find your friend Mura. Last you heard, she was working at the general store to pay off some debts. Other things you can do. You can head down to the Adventurers Guild if you'd like, take on a quest. You can wander around town, maybe go shopping. You have 179,000 Eris. Eris being the currency in this world. Take the breakfast fast, look for the friend, hand out coupons to everyone in town. Can you get a... Yeah, if you want to get Mura first. Here, we'll make a quick poll. What are we gonna do? I saw... Get breakfast. Then look for Mura. Get Mura. Then have breakfast together. Or head out and hand out coupons. You wouldn't know if Mura had eaten already. When you got hit last session and almost died, you were kinda fuzzy. So yeah, you can vote with numbers, so if you put a number in the chat, that'll go on the poll. Why do I stream so late? It's because of my schedule. I have a bunch of stuff to do during the day, so I try to schedule my streams in the evening when I have time. It's 11:18? Dang. It's 9:18 for me. Oh, perfectly balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the West Coast in September, so I'm gonna start streams at 8 p.m. my time. Jeez, can we get a tiebreaker? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to roll. I'll get my actual dice out. Trom, if you're still here, you can throw a vote in and break the tiebreaker. Or, if anyone else in... anyone else in the chat wants to vote, I'll give you 10 seconds. Can you log into your alt? I think that might be cheating. Alright. It looks like we've been tied. So I've got my nice sparkly D4. We'll say that 1 and 2 is breakfast then Mura, and then 3 and 4 is Mura then breakfast. That's a 2. All right. As you're looking over the coupon, realizing, man, this is a pretty good deal. I should be telling people about this. You feel your stomach rumble. And you realize that the rest of the last night was a bit of a blank, so you don't know if you actually ate. You open the door, set your laundry out for the inn staff to clean for you, head down the stairs, and enter the cafeteria. In front of you is a wide assortment of various pastries, like tins of eggs, bacon, sausage, most kinds of breakfast items that you'd want. What do you guys want to have for breakfast? Buffet? Absolutely. The rules are, it's a free breakfast, but it costs you to take it with you. What kind of stuff do you guys like to have for breakfast? Yeah, essentially every morning, it's free if you eat here. That's why every morning I fill your HP and MP. Because it's essentially a free breakfast. Well, it's not a free breakfast. It's included in the cost of your stay. Alright, so fruit and ham, and then grab a pastry. Ah, eggs over easy with toast. Alright. You go up to the counter, and you notice that they do have some eggs over easy. So you grab a slice of toast, a piece of cheese, and throw the egg on top of the toast. Maybe put some salt on top of it. Grab a big old slice of ham and pile your fruit on top of your plate. And you also pick up a pastry. We'll say that you pick up a muffin. You go down and eat, and the food's incredible as always. Like, for just a generic inn, it kind of feels like a home-cooked meal, you know? Like, the edges of the egg are a little bit burnt, and, like, the toast could be a bit less dry. But that's part of the charm of this place. When you were in America, or even in Japan, you really didn't go to a hotel very often. You were mostly a homebody. So this kind of feels like, you know, kind of special. And as you eat, I'm going to have to ask the chat for a dexterity check. So I'll need you to roll exclamation point 2d6. Making you hungry? Yeah. 5 and 1. That's 6 plus your 4 is 10. Alright. So, you look to your left, and you look to your right. No one seems to be paying attention to you. And you do have a small bag on you. So you open your bag, and with a napkin on top of your muffin, slide it in. No one's really the wiser. You timed it pretty well. And so, you now have an extra muffin in your inventory. You have stolen 1 muffin. Here's a really, like, innocuous question. What do you guys do with your dishes? You know, you've finished the eggs. It had, like, a nice runny yolk, so that got, like, absorbed into the toast, so it was, like, a whole cohesive taste. The ham was, like, super nice and juicy. And you got, like, one of those... You got, like, one of the end pieces. So all the seasoning that they put on top of the ham is, like, all over your piece. It's really, really nice, and it's got, like, a really nice crust on it. And once you've finished eating, are you gonna put your dishes nicely? Are you gonna bring them back to the kitchen? Or are you gonna leave them on the table? You'll stack them nicely? Alright. And bring them back? Okay. I can work with that. So, you stack the dishes nicely, and start to bring them back to the kitchen. I'm gonna ask for another... dexterity check. You've got not a lot of dishes on you, but, you know, it's the morning, and everyone at the inn is eating breakfast right now. So it's a little bit of an obstacle course. That's a 6 for another 10. Okay. So as you go through the maze of people, it really is just an obstacle course. You are in the company of adventurers, so you have great swords, you have shields, you even see, like, a dog eating from the floor in the corner that you have to really keep an eye out for. And on the way to the kitchen, you stub your toe on the end of a table and start to fall. I'm gonna have to ask for an agility. Yeah, we'll go with agility. Or luck. What do you guys want to do? You're about to fall. I'll let you guys either roll agility or luck for this one. That's a 4 and a 3? Alright, that's the question. Do you guys want me to flavor this as agility or luck? Give me 1 sec. If you take a look at the character cards on the screen, your agility modifier is 3 and your luck modifier is 4. Oh, can't change your vote once it's cast, unfortunately. You gotta be decisive. Oh, it might be another case of Carson rolls a d4. Unless someone in the chat wants to be the tiebreaker. Do you pass the check either way? I don't know if I'm supposed to be divulging that information. Because I believe the first one that was rolled was a 4 and a 3, so that's 7. So that could be a 10, that could be an 11. Is a 1-point difference. We'll go until it says 2 minutes. There it goes. Alright. So, we'll do it the same way. 1 and 2 is agility, 3 and 4 is luck. And you got a 4. So you're rolling with luck. And you got an 11. Your foot hits the corner of the table. And you're about to take a tumble. The plates and the glass that you had, because I assume you had a drink with breakfast, start clattering. And you believe that you're about to go down. When the dog from the floor runs up and tries to lick your face, and the equilibrium from its paws jumping up and hitting your chest, and you almost falling down, is just enough to regain your balance. And the plates don't crash to the floor. You hear a voice from the corner. Did the 1 point make the difference? Yeah, the 1 point kind of made the difference. It was a check of, it was a check of 10 that I needed you to beat. Ah, holy fuck! That was my pinky! Why am I hurting so much? You hear a voice in the corner of the bar. Hey, boofers! Come on back here. Stop bothering people. Sorry, buddy. Hey, but it looks like you didn't spill, so good job. The dog whines and walks back to its owner, who gives him a little head scratch and puts some more food in his bowl on the floor. You bring the dishes back to the kitchen. The waitstaff thanks you for helping out, and you head out. You're on the main street of Axeltown. There's a variety of stuff here. There's a blacksmith and clothier, there's the general store, there's a grocer and a butcher, and far down the way is the Adventurers Guild. Give me 1 sec. Is there anything else that I'm missing? Oh, and there's also a magic item shop. Will agility and or luck always be 2d6? Depends on the situation. One of your abilities... Give me 1 sec. One of the skills that you have is the Deception skill. That lets you roll 3d6 if it's a Deception-based check. And on level up, you'll be able to get another one of those types of skills that let you roll 3d6 instead. Yeah, you can spend channel points on the Axis or the Eris Blessings. The Axis Blessing lets you add a d6, and the Eris Blessing lets you, give me 1 sec, re-roll. But they can only be redeemed twice each per stream. You also have the ability, this will actually explain it better than I can. You have 7 blessings, and as long as you say that you're going to use them before you roll, you'll be able to add a d6, or re-roll the lowest one. You have to declare it before you roll, though, if you're going to use a regular blessing. Only channel point blessings can be used after you roll. And you only have 7 of them per stream. But yeah, you're on the main street. You see a bunch of people just walking down. It seems like a really cheerful place. You know that the Demon King's army is invading, but because this town is really far away from the capital, it's not really touched by the Demon King's forces. So, unlike a lot of other places, you can see kids playing on the street, and like general day-to-day life is really chill. This is normally considered as like a beginner town to the adventurers. The place that you start out at that has all the low-level monsters. Hand out coupons and look for a friend? Okay. How do you want to hand out your coupons? Do you folks want to just go up to people and talk to them about it? Do you want to try and get everyone's attention? How do you want to hand out the coupons? Do you know if you're winning the challenge? From what you can guess, it's pretty clutch. One thing that you've done is, you've created a quest that low-level adventurers can go on, where they meet your friends Froggy and Frogger outside of town, and they can get a coupon on that. And you have enough for, I believe, 200 people to go on that quest. And last you checked, I think it was 50 that took the quest already. So you've guaranteed handed out 50. As well, there was an event on a previous stream where you caught Dojan being a bit of a dick. And you convinced about 30 people to take your coupon instead of his. Instead of theirs. So, Dojan was very sad about that, but you've basically guaranteed 30 more. So, 80 coupons guaranteed. You handed out a bunch of coupons yesterday when you did the performance where you got hit by magic and almost died. But you were so out of it, you can't really tell how many you handed out. But it was a fair bit. That being said, Dojan, on the very first day of the challenge, held an event outside with tons of people crowding around them where they did magic shows to try and convince people to take their coupons. Alright. You walk up to a random passerby. They're in, like, generic adventurer's clothes. They got, like, the button-up shirt. Sorry, not the button-up shirt. The tied-up shirt. They got a bracer, a bow on their back with a quiver. And they seemed kind of pleasant. Hey, neighbor. Would you like to know about the special offers we're having this week? At the Clothier and Blacksmith shop? We have a 10% off coupon for anyone who wants to buy. Just as long as you bring it to the, sorry. Just as long as you bring it to Bacchus and Patia, you'll get your percentage off. They turn around, and you can see that... No, it's 10%. They turn around, and they got a bit of a gruff expression. Oh yeah? 10% off, huh? Yeah, that's what that fop said to me, too. Said that if I got a new outfit, I could look even better. What do you think of my outfit? Again, it's pretty generic adventurer's garb. It's a tie-up shirt with a bracer and a quiver. I'll say like leather pants and a regular sort of belt holding everything together at the waist. If you had to say, they look like an NPC from any video game that you've played. When did we last visit our friends? A couple days ago. You sent them out into the, like, outside of town. And they've been waiting there for, I want to say, like, more than a day. How much time do you have left in the day and or week? Let's see, you have 4 days left before the end of the challenge. You woke up at a decent time. I'll say that you woke up at like 10 a.m. So with having breakfast and going out, I would say that's like 11 a.m. since you enjoyed your breakfast. You thoroughly enjoyed your breakfast. In fact, I'm going to say that you liked it so much, you went for seconds on the ham. But yeah, how do you want to talk to this person? They just asked you what you think of their clothes. Yeah, actually, if you want to know more about Mura... Do you have a giant mechanical dragon powered by crystals? Unfortunately, you don't, but you do have a horse. What's with this music? Hold up. There we go, we got the town music back. Whoops. But yeah, you named the horse Catherine. You wanted to airdrop coupons? Oh man. While walking on the way, hand out coupons and look for Mura? I mean, you could, but this person has just asked you... Okay, we'll roll with it. As this person is asking you how they look, you hand them a coupon and just walk away. Start handing out coupons to random people. They look confused when you just pass by them, without actually saying anything. Just shoving coupons into their hands. A few of them put them in their pocket, but most of them just throw them away, crumpled up. In fact, the person that was asking you how how you liked their outfit shreds your coupon in half and walks away angry. Now, you know that Mura had a shift at the general store. So, do these people not like coupons? People generally like to be talked to if they're going to be getting coupons. And if you ignore what they're saying, they probably won't want to take it. No worries. Just, it's a lesson on being careful about what you say, because as the GM, I get to take what you say and, Felix you. Remember, Felix was my DM, so I learned from him. But yeah, you know that Mura is probably at the general store with Dunnan, because she has a shift. So did you want to go there to meet up with her? ADHD is part of life? Absolutely. And one thing that the Fool's Gold Party absolutely embraced is that it's funny when you mess up, and it can be better storytelling than always winning. So, like, thank you for making that whole thing possible. Like, having... I don't know, it's fun when you guys... Like, in a previous session, you guys tied a cow and a horse together, and the horse injured its leg because you tied two living things together. So it was a good one. But yeah, you can retrieve the crumpled up ones. So you look back and realize, oh, geez, people didn't want those. And you fish around, and you retrieve a few coupons and smooth them out. Some of them are, like, covered with dirt. Some of them are just too shredded to even care about. But you pick up a couple of them. Can you put a stack of coupons at the register at the general store? Actually, good idea. So good, in fact, that you already thought of it in a previous session. And the general store clerk has a soft spot for you guys. So he's letting you keep a stack at the counter, but he won't, like, give them out. He'll just let them be there. So you head over to the general store. You can see up front, the flower arrangement has changed. And it's in a magenta and pastel purple color scheme. The previous day it wasn't like this, but you have a feeling that the general store owner, Dunnan, asked Mura to do some of the floral arrangements. And she did them up in yours and her colors. How many people have taken the coupons from the store? You don't know yet. I believe you put them there last time you were here, but Mura might now. You walk in through the door, there's a bit of a jingle, and you hear a muffled, "Hey, Mura, there's a customer. Go greet him."
Oh, all right.
And you hear just a scampering coming right up, and something plops up on a stool behind the counter. And from there you see your kobold friend, Mura.
Oh, Corin, nice to see you. Yeah, sorry about yesterday. You kinda got tired after you got blown up. I put you in bed, and I finished the night by myself. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, thank you, Mura. I appreciate it. I tried to hand out some coupons and it didn't go so well. How are things doing on your end? Were you able to hand out any at the general store?
Oh, well, Mr. Dunnan said that he wasn't going to hand them out, but it was okay if I asked customers if they wanted to take one. So, we had about, like, I want to say, well, there was the grocer and the butcher. They both took one. And there were a couple of adventures that came out. They took, I think I handed out about 15 since I started.
You hear some stomping coming from the back. Yeah, she was pushing them pretty hard, but she wasn't being, a jerk about it. So a lot of them thought that your friend was a bit cuter than the other person. So you're doing pretty well. Oh, nice to see you, Corin, by the way. A gruff, older-ish man. You would say that he's in, like, his late 40s, early 50s. Walks out from the back. He's got, like, a beard, and, like, he's pretty strong. He's got, like, a bit of a gut on him, but you know that he can lift. Is it 1 day per session? It's until I have to leave. I try to make it 1 day per session, but sometimes if you're in, like, a dungeon or something, it might be split. Howdy, sir. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, too. Oh, by the way, I talked with my contacts, and your friends outside of the town, Froggy and Frogger, right? Yeah, that was their names. Yeah, they were wanting to set up a shop here, right? To turn people into frogs and, like, cure illness? Like a weird, crazy hospital? Yeah, that's about right. I can't believe I live in a world where I can say that and it makes sense. Anyways, they said that... Give me 1 sec, I had their name right here. They said that Governor Aldherp is willing to listen to your request, but You should go alone, Corin. So, previously on Streamsekai, you went into a dungeon, and there was a man with a frog head that wanted to turn people into giant toads. And he had an entire laboratory with, like, toad eggs and growth enhancers. And you took one of the eggs, slapped a growth enhancer on it, made a giant toad, but it was friendly to you and you named it Froggy. Walked up into the boss's chamber and basically convinced him, hey, you shouldn't be working for this bad guy that said that he would give you an army. If you're gonna turn people into giant toads, and your serum can, regenerate lost limbs, you should probably, like, offer that as a service, and then people will come to you. And you also drew upon your real-world knowledge of furries, and were like, yeah, also, some people just want to be frogs, so if you ask them nicely, they might just say yes. And you, with using most of your blessings, and an incredibly, so high it's not even in the book difficulty check, you convinced him to be a good person. So you took Froggy and Frogger back to town, realized that they probably can't go inside the town, and you've been trying to convince people to let them in and set up shop. So this guy, the general store owner, Dunnan, gonna roll for a poker face. So the store owner, Dunnan, has some contacts in the city since he's the general store owner. Oh, sorry, just dropped something. And he basically said just now that you can have a meeting with the governor, but you should go alone, and you shouldn't bring Mura. Is the town racist? Not so much. It's more like giant toads. Give me one sec, I'll get a picture of the giant toads for you. Just gotta get my display capture up. So, like, giant toads are kind of a thing that people don't want to see. They're pretty big. And your friend, the giant toad, Froggy, would not be well received if he was in town. And Frogger is just a dude with a frog's head. So that combination, I don't think the town folks would be really into. To be fair, Mura is working, but she cannot come with us. Alright. But yeah, that's the gist. Oh yeah, you know, to be fair, you know, Mura's working, so she can't come with us, right?
Oh, I'm actually almost done my shift. Dunnan said that I only had to work until noon.
Yes, but that's not the reason that Mura shouldn't go with you. And Dunnan leans into both of you, and with a bit of a hushed tone says, listen, Governor Alderp, he's a bit of a menace. He's corrupt, and he's got this contract with a demon. He forces women to marry him, then tosses them away when he's done and erases their memories. I can't stop you from taking Mura with you, but you can't let Alderp know that Mura's a girl. Otherwise, I don't know what'll happen.
What? But...
Yeah. Why do you let a guy like that run the town? Well, I mean, I've been here as long as you have, but the gist of it is that Governor Alderp is here at the behest of the King of Belzerk. So we really can't do much unless we go talk to the king about it. What a douche. Yeah, I know, right?
I mean... Do I look like a girl?
And both of you look at Mura, and what you see is a lizard. Here, give me 1 second, actually. I'll put Mura back up. There she is. You think to yourself, if she lost the flower and tried to make her voice lower, she might be able to get away with not realizing that she's a girl. This world doesn't have regular kobolds. All the kobolds in this world are just weird, sorta dog things. She can be scary. She uses a great sword. She once sliced a giant toad in half. So what do you think? Should you risk bringing Mura? Yes, she'll be good. That... Yeah, we can hide her. Nah, too dangerous. Mura must be protected, exactly. Do you have any way to communicate? I mean, you have a smartphone, but it doesn't quite work here. You have no bars in the fantasy world. I didn't actually draw Mura. Mura was actually drawn by my friend Avery, a Gothies player. Give me 1 sec. I'll link to her Twitter. So yeah, Gothies player is Dynabees on Twitter, and if you want to follow her, she'll have a lot of art that that's like this, and she does commissions too. I actually commissioned her for this art, so... I was gonna get her to do Dojan as well, but I'm not 100% sure on what I want for Dojan yet, so... What do you have from the real world? Well, when you got crushed by the airplane safety hatch panel, you had... Give me 1 sec. So it looks like we're not bringing Mura with us. So when you got crushed by the airplane panel, on you, you were wearing a tracksuit. So like sweatpants, a track jacket, and a tank top. You had the trading cards that you had won, which were the warrior card, the priest card, the wizard card, and the thief card. As well as your smartphone. And I want to say, like, 170,000 yen on you. When you got brought to the fantasy world, you were reincarnated, and the money in your wallet got turned into this world's currency. So you had that starting amount of money. Oh, sorry, it was 17,000, not 170,000. My bad. But yeah, you had that money on you. You also had your smartphone, but you have no bars. I guess you also have your bus pass. And, what's something fun that you could have had on you? You know what? You also have your keys to your apartment and a little keychain with 3 characters on them. It looks like some kind of monkey man, some kind of wooden mask thing, and a strikingly cute, incredibly amazing magical girl that you absolutely adore and everyone likes. Sorry, Mura. I don't want to risk it. And you know what? If things go wrong, I want to have someone on the outside that can, rescue me if things go wrong. If this guy is as bad as Dunnan's saying, he is, absolutely. Yeah, he's that bad. Maybe you should stay away so you can make sure I'm okay.
Oh, all right. I'll make sure to rescue you if anything happens. Just don't let anything happen, please.
Is Fool's Gold canon to this world? So, essentially, you came from modern-day Japan. So, like, when I say modern-day Japan, I mean, like, COVID happened. I guess after you started your journey, Shinzo Abe would have been assassinated. And in fact, Fool's Gold was on the internet. And I guess you have a Fool's Gold keychain. There's also the fact that when you got reincarnated, there was a goddess that guided you through the process, and she revealed that she had been traveling through the multiverse after a spurt of wild magic got her sending. Just every which way. So, how do you get early merch? Well, it could have been a number of ways. He could have had somebody make the keychains for him. Hey, Dharma Fox. Here, I'll put a description. Just in case. My day was pretty good. What apps do we have on your phone? So you turn on your phone for the first time in a while, put in the passcode, and you have, like, the default set of apps. Here. I'll use my phone as an example. You have your search engine on top. You've got a music player that's still functioning, I would say, because you have some music on your hard drive. A couple of gacha games that you liked playing. Social media apps. Basic Google stuff. You had an Android. The weather, though, because you have no bars, it doesn't know what the weather is. I don't know. It's stuck on, like, 30 degrees Celsius from when you left, when you were unalived. And your battery, I'll be generous. I'll say that you have 50% battery, but no way to charge it. And your camera still works, I'll say. Is the phone battery mechanic? And if so, can you magically charge it? You haven't tried yet. Oh, so you still have your smartphone, huh? Denon says. Yeah, some Some adventurers get reincarnated here and sell me their smartphones. I even saw one of them come with a charger. I don't know if there's a way for me to charge your phone, but if you need to use it, you know, I'll try and figure it out for you. I guess one note I should mention for new viewers, the general store owner, Dunnan, was a reincarnated person just like you. But when he was reincarnated in this world, instead of asking for a magic weapon or crazy armor or a neat ability, he asked to have a store. Because his way of defeating the Demon King's army is to help supply adventurers. And he was also a store owner when he was alive. In fact, he sold you the trading cards that you died with, and tried to rescue you from the fallen aircraft panel, but he also got crushed. So, you have a sort of bond with Dunnan. Is it the right charger? Can I see the charger? Oh, yeah, sure, and he fishes it out. I'm gonna need a luck check. It's gonna be a pretty high one, because there are a lot of different Android chargers. And it could also be an iPhone charger. So I'm gonna need 2d6 from the chat. That's a 4. That's an 8. I will say, that's a bit too low. If you want to redeem a channel point blessing, you can roll another d6, or try to re-roll that one. Or if you want to save them for later, that's valid too. Oh, K-Bandicoot, I'm gonna need you to roll 1d6. Since you redeemed the blessing, you get to roll it. Oh, sorry, just d6. It's a little bit of a bump. That brings you to a 9. Alright, this one here. Let's see. Nah, this one's a lightning cable. Let me see your phone. And he looks at your phone. Yeah, that's gonna be USB-C. I'll tell you what, if I get any USB-C adapters, I'll let you know. No, thank you very much. And I'll try to figure out a way to get charging working. I don't know if we can build a network or something, but like, hey, bringing cell phones to a fantasy world would be kind of a cool achievement, huh? You know, you're onto something, kid. And then Carson's going to write down a note, because that might be a plot point. Then we'll look for a USB-C charger while you figure out how charging will work. And then also the secret thing that I'm gonna keep in consideration. Does he know that they know each other? Yeah, actually, Dunnan's the one that pointed it out. Dunnan recognized you from the store, partially because he died trying to save... Oh, sorry. Died trying to save you. So, yeah, you got a pretty solid relationship with Dunnan. You know, kindred spirits. He sold you cards, and then both of you died. Alright, but your meeting is going to be at the end of the week. the governor has other things to attend to. And you know what? You've also got something to do, and I think maybe it's more important that you don't leave this little lady unclothed.
Oh, well, when I was with my dragon, you know, all I had was this cape, so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, but if you get hit by something, armor will protect you, and I think that's likely to happen in your future.
Well, I guess.
Well, anyway, you know what, Mura? I'll let you off early today. You got one more shift with me to pay off your debt, so... Alright. Thank you very much. Am I a voice actor? I'm actually going to be going into training to be a voice actor. In September. I'm going to be going to school. What are we playing? We're playing Konosuba TRPG. It's essentially like a D6 based RPG. Here, give me one sec. Here's an explanation of what we're playing. What debt does she have? What do you mean debt, sorry? Yeah, you're welcome, Dharma Fox. Alright, so what do you want us to do when our appointment with the governor comes up? Oh, I guess just meet here. My contacts will meet me and bring you to the governor's manor. Oh, sorry, yes, she had one more shift to pay off her debt. Essentially, at the very beginning of the campaign, you both went to the general store and she wanted some potions, but she couldn't afford them. So, you paid for half, and she offered to work for Dunnan to pay for the rest. And then last session, you had to buy some more potions that would give you temporary health, so that when you got exploded by the magic, you'd be able to live. And you struck the same deal. She had to work one extra day, and you paid for the other half. So, essentially, she only has to work for Dunnan for one more day now. As you go to leave the general store, a figure with a top hat, a crimson top hat, bumps into you. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Please, after... Oh. It's you. Pleasure to meet you, Korin and Mura. Oh, hi, Dojan. We were just leaving, right, Mura?
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Dunnan.
Then she gets paid? Well, then her debt is paid off. So she doesn't get paid, but she doesn't owe money. Oh, I didn't know that you were also working for this establishment. Is that Dojan character that you were talking about?
Oh, yes. Mr. Dunnan, this is Dojan. And, Dojan, this is Dunnan.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I don't believe I've actually been in this business before. A general store. Fancy that. Everything all at arm's reach. Everything of such average quality. Why, the working person can really get whatever they need here, can they? Yes, I guess. Can I help you? Oh, I've just been going to the other stores asking them to hand out my coupons, but if these two work for you, then I assume that that's out of the question. Well, it wouldn't be very fair if I said no, now would it? The deal I made with them is that they can leave their coupons on the desk, and whatever happens, happens. Oh, well, then you wouldn't mind if I just left these here, would you? I wouldn't mind. Can't guarantee that they'll do anything. Well, all right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Dunham. Is she still hired? That would be a question for when her time's up. What? We work for him? Yeah, but it wouldn't be... essentially, in Dunnan's mind, it wouldn't be fair if he preferred you guys in the agreement. So, Dunnan... I mean, if you want to try and convince Dunnan to not let Dojan put their coupons on, I'll let you guys roll a mind check. But it's going to be really high, because Dunnan does have a really big sense of fair. Can you get a summary for the story? Sure. While you guys are figuring out how you, sorry, I'm taking roleplay into consideration here. So, I want you guys in the chat to give me a reason that Dojan shouldn't be handing out their coupons here. So while I do that, I will give a brief explanation of what's been going on in the story. Alright. My name is Korin Kaduya. On my way home from Nakano Broadway, I was crushed by a falling aircraft part and reincarnated as an adventurer in another world with a set of magic trading cards that let me change my abilities. When I woke up in this world, I encountered a small kobold named Mura, who said that she was reincarnated here as well, but by an evil god. She didn't like the idea of turning on her fellow adventurers, so she listened to another goddess and found me. After being attacked by a bunch of not lizard kobolds, and finally, a newbie killer, we made our way back to the... we made our way back to town, where we met a man named Kazuma Sato and his party, who showed us the ropes about how to live life as an adventurer in this world. He also stuck us with the bill for dinner, so we took one of his quests away from him. A quest to go slay some giant toads. After Mura and I woke up in the morning, we logged the quest at the Adventurers Guild, rented a horse, and away we went. We got to the farm and met with the farmer after killing 2 giant toads that were infringing on his property. The farmer said that his cows had been kidnapped by the giant toads, and we should go into the mountains to try and find them. Once we got to the mountains, we found a cave, and we were going to rest, but saw that there was some toad slime going deeper into the cave. There was also a note saying that giant toads would rule the world, and nothing could stop them. Going into the dungeon, we solved puzzles, like grabbing some fruit from the ceiling, or crossing a lake of acid, and made our way into a laboratory filled with giant toad eggs and growth enhancers. I wanted to see what would happen if we combined them, so I slapped the 2 together and a giant toad appeared. We fed it a couple of muffins though, and it seemed to be friendly, so we named it Froggy and away we went. Then, we encountered Frogger, king of the giant toads. Since we had Froggy with us, Frogger thought that we had come to volunteer to be part of his toad army, which we used to our full advantage. After grilling him with questions, I asked Mura to convince him that to give the Toad Army fire powers with her Rune Knight abilities. But Frogger wasn't quite convinced. In a panic, I did my best to convince him that we were the delivery team that brought him the cooler that he keeps his stuff in. By some miracle, I was able to find the right words and he believed us. We got to chatting, and it turns out that the guy who he's working for, Lord Dorsus, wants the giant toads as an army to conquer Axeltown. We convinced Frogger that that was a bad idea, and he agreed. He said that he didn't want people to be enslaved and put into an army by force. So we told him that he could set up a shop in town and use his toad DNA to try and heal people. Because when you use the toad DNA, limbs can be recovered and illnesses can be restored. On our way out of the cave, I forgot that tying a cow and a horse together was a bad idea, and our horse's leg got injured. Walking back to the farm, we brought back the cows, and they were really excited. And they actually gave us the money that we would need to heal our horse. When we got back to town, we went to the stable and asked that the friends Froggy and Frogger stay out of town to prevent panic. We talked to the stable hand, and since we were honest with him that we hurt the horse, he sold us our horse for 100,000 Eris. We named her Catherine and went to bed. When we woke up, we had some money since we turned in the quest, so we went to go shopping. Mura needed some clothes, so we went to the clothier and blacksmith. The dwarf there, Bacchus, roped us into a deal where we only paid 100,000 Eris for Mura's armor instead of 300,000. We had to drum up business in a week, otherwise he would take everything back. On our way out, we encountered Dojan, a Crimson Magic Clan member, who was also apparently the head researcher into the multiverse. Dojan wants to study us, but we said no. So they intruded on our deal. And so it was that we had the challenge to hand out more coupons than Dojan. If we win, Mura gets to keep her clothes. If we lose, though, Dojan gets to take us back to the Crimson Magic Village for a weekend in order to study us. And that's a quick recap. EX3 Kresnik, nice! Congrats! I got my samurai, so that's good. Does he not already prefer us? He prefers fairness. Is the amount of coupons handed out and redeemed? Redeemed. Has the shop owner know who handed out what coupon? There is a stamp on each coupon, a purple kobold for your coupons, and a red top hat for Dojan's. Why do you say no? You wanted to save money. Oh, you're welcome, Dharma. Yeah, you wanted to save money on the clothes, so. But yeah, okay, so you want to convince Dunnan to not let Dojan put the coupons there. Hey, listen, Dunnan, maybe don't let him, out of the interest of fairness. He's already made a public spectacle, and, like, doesn't he have coupons elsewhere? We have the special quest posted at the guild. Like, what else do we have, really? Why do you say no to being studied? Because Dojan was being creepy. You know, somebody says, hey, come back to my village, I want to see you. I want to study you. It was very much a, no, thanks, you're being kind of creepy. Yeah, what's fair? Will he pay us? No. That's the thing. Here, I'll give you guys a quick description of Dojan. Well, I mean, have you tried asking the other shops to keep your coupons? Yes, they were very generous and well, some of them were. The grocer and the butcher were definitely happy to have my coupons. And I just came across this general store now, so... Well, there you go. I'll tell you what. If you ask the grocer and the butcher if you can put your coupons there, and they say no, out of the spirit of fairness, I'll say no to Dojan here. But if they say yes, both of you will have coupons in both places, and that'll be fair, right? So, Dunnan's saying that if you go and ask the other stores and they say no, he'll say no to Dojan. If they say yes, though, that's fair. So. Alright, yeah, that sounds fair. Oh, but I haven't checked the magic item shop yet. So, how about we both go there together? Does that sound pleasant to you?
I mean, that does seem fair. If we ask the magic item shop owner together, then that's, you know, not a big deal.
Splendid! I'm glad to hear it. Anyway, off you go. And oddly enough, Dojan escorts you out of the store. And you're on the main street again.
All right, Corin. I guess we have to go to the grocers, don't we? Or we can do something else, I guess.
You guys want to go to the grocers, or did you guys want to go do something else? If you wanted to, you could go to the magic item shop first. Get a jump on Dojan. And, not agree to that deal. Good night, Creative Garden. Hope you have a great evening. You want to go to the stores? Okay. Did you guys want to go to the magic item shop and take a jump on the deal that you would have made with Dojan? Or do you want to wait to go there with Dojan and just go to the grocer and the butcher? Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to make a poll. Unless one person wants to do a tiebreaker. Here, give me 1 sec. There we go. Oh no, every vote counts. So yeah, just put a 1 in chat if you want the grocer and butcher. Put a 2 in chat if you want the magic item shop. Need to honor the fairness deal as to not anger the general store. That is a good point. The tyranny of the masses. And so it is. That's the thing, though. All of you are playing. So because of that, you know... Alright. As usual, we'll just go to the 2-minute mark. But I think it's pretty plain that we're gonna be going to the grocer and the butcher. Alright. Alright, Mura. We did say that we would go to the grocer and the butchers, so let's head over. It's just across the street anyhow. This is the main street, so all the shopping is concentrated in the area. You look at the shops, there's the clothier and the butcher. Half the store is fancy and avant-garde. The other half is... Sorry, the blacksmith. The other half is a massive iron. Past there, you see another really elegant, quaint-looking shop. It's really cute out front. Like, it is this seafoam green with white accents, with like a little sign out front saying... Give me 1 sec. Grocer and butcher. There's a little like deck set out front with like an umbrella to protect from the sunlight. But you also hear some clattering on the inside.
Hey, that's where we need to go. What's that sound, Corin?
I don't know. I don't think that's supposed to be the sound that happens in a grocery store. At least none that I've been to.
Okay. Well, we have to go there anyways. Maybe they're working. Maybe they're just really bustling.
And as you approach the grocery store and the butcher store, there's a loud clattering as the door busts open. Give me one sec. There we go. A noticeably ripped woman falls out of the door. Her cleavers clattering on the ground. She's got dark skin and bright flaming red hair, and scars all over her body. Right after her, a giant alligator busts through and starts to go attack her. Out of the corner of your eye on the inside of the store, there's a gentle and curvier woman in there, looking a bit flustered, not knowing what to do. Would you like to enter combat? You cannot travel to the Billowing Wilds, unfortunately. It is a one-way trip to the fantasy world. And it wasn't necessarily Sips. It was a wild magic surge. You can ignore this completely. If you just want to walk away, or just watch it play out, by all means. Or, if you want to help this person out, you can. Let me just get some stats ready. So that's 4, that's 10. That's 8. Do you recognize anyone? There's no one that you know. All you see in front of you is a gruff woman with some cleavers, an alligator that's trying to attack her, and a curvier woman on the inside of the store looking kinda flustered. So it looks like the only combatants are the lady and the alligator. You also hear, "Oh yeah? You're a feisty one, aren't you? Well, I'll teach you." What are the guards doing? The guards are shocked. Essentially, nobody thought that anything like this would happen. So you're in the brief moment before anyone has acted on this yet. You want to do a sneak attack with the lance? On who? Who's your target in this? The woman or the alligator? You can definitely wait for the guards to see what happens. If you want to do the sneak attack with the lance, though, you're gonna have to give me a target. How about we make a quick poll? There we go. What pronouns do I prefer? I mean, I generally use he, him out of convenience. I'm kind of neutral about gender in general, so like, I don't mind whatever pronouns, but I usually use he, him. Oh, we're tied between waiting for the guards and just watching. Oh. It looks like we're just watching. We're gonna need some more votes to swing the, to swing it away from just watching if you don't want us to do that. No alts, please. That sways the vote, and it doesn't make it fair for everyone else. I used to have it where people who are subscribed to the channel, their vote counted as 2, but I thought that was dumb, so I got rid of it. So, out of the sake of fairness, I'll also do no alt accounts. Alright, looks like we're just watching.
Alright. If it's a fight that you want, it's a fight that you'll get.
And the lady grabs her cleavers. Kobold Sprig, thank you so much for the raid. Release the Huggernauts. Ah, Tuesday Fox, thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, well, I guess I got some explaining to do. Hello, I'm Space Shark, but I just go by Carson because it makes it easier for me. Also, thanks for the drink. Just go ahead and call me Carson. Except don't... Yeah. Carson's fine. I'll redo the poll. Okay, but yeah, I'm Carson. I'm a variety streamer, so I play a whole bunch of different stuff, ranging from, like, RPGs to tabletop RPGs. We do karaoke sometimes, build model kits, the whole 9 yards. Right now, we're doing Streamsekai, which is a Twitch Plays version of Konosuba TRPG. You're playing as, here. I'll put some information in the chat for you guys. Oh, no worries, Sprig. So yeah, Streamsekai is a live roleplay event where we play the Konosuba TRPG, a D6-based tabletop role-playing game based on the anime of the same name. I'll guide you through the adventure as the GM, while you, the chat, play as the player character Korin Kadoya. Make decisions together and adventure through this wonderful world. The vibe of this adventure is a chill comedy, so expect a lot of lighthearted moments, slice-of-life situations with action and combat mixed in. Right now, you're playing as Korin Kadoya, a 25-year-old American-Japanese man who moved to Tokyo for college, but spent the last year as in need. After his sudden death when he was crushed by an airplane part, a mysterious goddess sent him to another world as an adventurer. He was given a set of trading cards that lets him change class to whoever's card he owns. Once per combat encounter or anytime outside of combat. Korin's abilities and skills are also tied to booster packs he receives on level up. You're also journeying... Oh, also, I should probably show the characters off. I literally just got art for these, so I want to show them off as much as I can. There we go, it's your boy Corin. Oh, jeez, our flat boy Corin. Hold up. There we go. So that's Corin. And with him is his friend Mura. Mura is your lovable purple scale kobold companion. They're a rune knight with a great sword double their size. Will be able to buff you in combat, though they do ask that any gems you get as loot go to them. While all the kobolds in this world are more like bipedal dogs, Mura is oddly a more familiar lizard-like kobold, though a lot more cute than traditional fantasy kobolds. Right now, you have just encountered combat. On the main street of town, you are going to go to the grocers to try and convince them to hand out coupons for you. When out of the door bursts this buff lady with dark skin and bright red hair, wielding 2 cleavers, and a giant alligator, going to fight her. So we just had the poll. What would you like to do in this combat encounter? You can sneak attack the alligator since they haven't seen you yet. You can sneak attack the buff lady. You can wait for the guards to see what they do, or you can just watch. You can vote whatever you want in the chat by just putting the number in. So 1 for sneak attack the gator, 2 for the buff lady, 3 for waiting, and 4 for just watching. I hope the Luminon stream went really well, by the way. I had it on the background while I was preparing for this session, and it sounded like a lot of fun. I hope that you guys had fun in Sprig's stream. Think there could be a potential reward or ally? Absolutely. Though, if it's a scrap, you know, the lady on the inside of the store might want the alligator to be alive. Alright, but it looks like we're waiting right now. The lady on the ground flips back up, cleavers in hand. So, you want to fight, huh? You didn't just want to be meat? Well, I'll show you. Let's put on a good show. And the alligator just and starts snapping at her. Give me 1 sec. Where are you? Alright. So, the lady gets the up on the alligator. As she gets back on her feet, she flicks her cleaver and activates her quick draw technique skill. I'm gonna turn you into a nice steak. And she goes to slice the alligator. Give me 1 sec. I need to roll some dice. So that's 2d6. That is a 6 and a 4, which is 10 plus 6 for her modifier is 16 to hit the alligator. Let's see. There we go. The alligator rolls. I just dropped it. A 5 and a 1. So 5, 6, 9. So the alligator gets hit by this quick draw technique. The sword fighter dashes around to the side of the alligator and shoves her cleaver in and just takes a chunk out of it. Expertly cut. Like, it looks as though somebody just made a square of alligator and took it out. It does. Give me one sec. She can do 3d6. Oh, sorry, she can add 3d6 to her damage. So let's roll for that. Alright. There we go. Attack power. So that's 2d6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 7 is 18. Plus, she gets to add 3d6 to that. So that's 2, 6, and 1. So she just carves into this alligator for 27 points of damage. Making just like an alligator steak pop out in her hand. Tried to do that while you were subdued, but if I'm gonna have to do it while you're alive, that's just how it's gonna be. The guards were going to help, but they take a look and it looks like she's got this handled. The alligator winces in pain, but goes for an attack anyways. Do you only have melee? Well, that's the thing. In your right hand, you have a short sword. In your left hand, you have a long spear. If you take a look at your active skills, you have Featherfall, Create Water, Tinder, which is a basic fire spell, Circle of Flame, which is a fire version of Hold Person, and Picadon, which is a Blade of Light. You also, because of your ability to change classes, have a variety of different classes at your disposal. So, like, you can be a warrior, you can be a priest, stuff like that. But yeah, so the alligator, it's its turn. And it will go for just a regular-ass alligator bite. So that's 4, plus 3, that's 7. Oh, sorry, that's 3d6. That's 12 plus 5, 12 plus 8, so that's 20. Will she be able to dodge? Okay, 10. That's a 13. So she is unfortunately unable to dodge in time. And the alligator sinks its teeth right into her arm. The same arm that's holding part of the alligator like a steak. And it does 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 14. It does 25 points of damage to this lady, as it sinks its teeth and does not let go of her. The crowd's in shock. The guards are reconsidering going to help. It's the start of encounter again. If you guys want to help her out, by all means, I'll put the poll up again. the lady, if you look at her, looks like she's in pain, but she's still got a smirk on her face. The lady on the inside of the store, the gentler-looking curvy lady, goes to the door and just looks worried. You'll be able to vote, by the way, if you just put a number in the chat. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm sure you know the drill. It's pretty self-explanatory. How I made it abundantly clear who was the attacker. Well, I want to keep it vague at first, so that you guys would have to make the choice. Alright. So I'm going to allow you to make a sneak attack on the alligator. I'm going to need to ask for a dexterity check. So that's exclamation point 2d6 in the chat. That's 1 to 5, that's 6, plus your dexterity is 4. I'm going to give the alligator a lower dodge. I'm actually gonna have it only roll 1d6 plus 4. So that's 9 against your 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So you get the jump on this alligator. From the crowd, you sort of crouch and sneak through the people. Hey, chameleon girl! You sneak through the people and end up on the other side of the alligator. Its back turned towards you. The butcher lady, kind of shocked that she was able to get bitten. I'll allow you to make a full sneak attack with your short sword and your long spear. Since you're able to get a sneak attack on it. So I'm going to need 2d6 in the chat, please. Or, sorry, if you roll 2 6s, it's a crit. What about your friend with the greatsword? Mura's got your back as well, but it's not her turn yet. That's 5. Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 5. So that's 10, and then Bandicoot rolled for the spear, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 19. So that's 29 points of damage. And the alligator looks pretty rough now, as Corin bursts from the crowd with both weapons in hand, leading with the lance and skewering its tail into the ground. Then, turning with his short sword, delivers a slash right across where the chunk of steak was taken out of it. No, I was actually going to ask for a second one, so it was kind of fortuitous that you rolled Bandicoot, so no worries. The alligator winces in pain, and it looks rough. Like, it looks like it's basically down for the count. Coming up from behind you, give me a strength check. You're getting surprised by something. So I'm gonna need 2d6 in chat for a strength check. It's just an alligator. Just a brutal alligator. 5 and a 1, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So, you're caught off guard. And as you finished slashing this alligator, something tries to jump on your back, and you're not ready for it. So you're knocked to the ground as this flash of purple in the sky goes absolutely down on this alligator. So I am going to roll for Mura. Oh, and she crits. Okay. So Mura, after jumping on your back, does a flip in the air. If you've ever seen Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, when Raiden is about to take down Metal Gear Ray, it's basically like this, where she has her sword pointed at the alligator, and with one slice, goes straight through it, bisecting it. The alligator only had like 3 points of damage, so any number that Mura would have rolled for damage would have killed it.
Hey, Korin! That's what an otaku would do, right?
You realize that earlier, when you did a backflip on a tightrope, you said that otaku were able to perform incredible feats, and she wanted to be an otaku too. Yeah, Mura, that was the most otaku move of all. Good job. You just need to pose afterwards. And Mura thinks about it for a second, and she drops her sword, and she does a little eh.
I'm doing it right?
Yeah, you go! Sorry, I guess it should have been higher pitch. Yeah, you go! And the butcher kind of shakes the alligator off, realizes that it's not going to open its mouth, and sort of pries the alligator off of her arm. You two got some guts. That brutal alligator is definitely not for low-level adventurers. My name's Godiva. I'm the butcher around these parts, as you can no doubt tell. What's your name? Oh, hello. My name's Korin. Korin Kadoya. I'm an adventurer around here. And Mura?
Oh, yes. My name's Mura. I'm also an adventurer with Korin over there. Please, me's to please you.
She's happy to see you. Give me 1 sec. With what, a crowbar? No, she takes her cleaver and sort of chops away at the muscles to try and open it. Well, I mean, you've saved me the trouble of trying to cut up this alligator. So, if you want some steaks, by all means, you've earned one. The lady that was inside the grocery store walks up to you.
Godiva. You just had to bring that thing in without incapacitating it first, did you? Oh. For my twin, you really aren't that bright, are you?
I might not be bright, but with you with me, I don't really need to. By the way, this is my twin sister, Bianca.
Yes, thank you for saving my sister. If there's anything that we can do to repay you, by all means, lend me an ear.
Are you level 1? No, you're actually level 2. Your character card in the middle of the screen there should have all the information that you need. But, there we go. There are also character sheets for them if you need them. I may have forgotten to update them with the 2 spells that you learned, though. Yeah, come right in. Let's talk. And as the crowd disperses, Mura grabs the bottom half of the alligator, while Godiva drags the front half in. You head into the Butcher and Grocer, and it's a quaint little place. You know, there's a bit of blood because of the alligator that you're bringing in, but otherwise it kind of looks like a cheerful little shop. You got wooden baskets strewn about the place, filled with things like lettuce and cabbage and apples, and a whole bunch of stuff that you haven't seen before, like weird berries and root vegetables. In fact, you also see something familiar, bamboo shoots. But on the other side, you see the butcher's area, which is also kind of weirdly pristine. Except if you take a look in the back, a lot of stuff has been knocked over. Well, I'm gonna go get this thing cut up. Bianca, if you wouldn't mind giving our friends some tea, so that they can wait, by all means. I'll be right back, sis. Yes, right this way. I have a table right here. And Bianca leads you and Mura to essentially what looks like a deck set. You know, a metal chair with a glass top table, and brings you out 2 dainty teacups and a pot, and sits down with you. I don't think we've ever seen you before. Tell me, what do you do around here? Now's your chance to talk to Bianca. Is there anything that you want to talk to her about? In the back, you can also hear just knives hitting bone, and the alligator in the back being carved up. Coupons? Yeah, actually, we heard that our rival, Dojan, asked you to keep some coupons at the front desk.
Yeah, we talked to him and he wants to put... Sorry, we talked to them, and they want to put coupons out on the general store that I work at. But they said that you might let us put coupons here too. Oh yes, that Dojan. They were a Crimson Magic Clan member, so I kind of get where they're coming from. We let them put their coupons there because we figured that would be all in good fun. But yeah, if you would like to put your coupons here as well, I believe that's only fair. We won't advertise them or anything or give preference between the two. So if you put them beside each other, the customers will take what they want to take. Is that what you want as your reward? Yeah, that's enough. We just wanted to help because someone was in trouble.
Oh. So naive. But that's what adventurers are. Anything else you want to talk to Bianca about? Anything you want to ask her? Her sis is still carving up the alligator in the back, so... Korin and Mura are just sipping their tea, having a wonderful time, while the, sounds of bloody carnage spew forth from the back room. From your shelf just fell on you? Oof. So, geez, that was a bit of a shakeup. How are you doing, Bianca?
Oh, well, this doesn't usually happen. My sister, Godiva, is, how would you say it? A professional. She might look gruff on the outside, but she knows what she's doing. Usually this doesn't happen, but I guess she thought that the alligator was knocked out before she brought it here, so these mistakes can happen. I'm just glad that no one was hurt horribly.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Did our rival have to fight an alligator to put their coupons here?
Oh, heavens no. They just had to ask. In fact, they also bought us some very nice chocolates as a way of saying thanks, which was kind of them, but not necessary.
All right. Fresh off the cutting board, just for you. And Godiva walks out. She's got a bandage on her arm. The bandage is dyed red. Some of it's not her blood, but you know what? It's patched up as best as it needs to be. And she comes out with a bundle wrapped in paper and twine. Well, it's only fair that since you helped with this, you get a piece of the cut. Consider this a thank you. I also overheard you asking to put your coupons there, and that's fine with me.
Oh, thank you so much. I have never had alligator before. Have you, Corin?
No, I've never had it.
Oh, really?
Well, how about this? It's about lunchtime. Why don't we sit and eat? Bianca, you can cook up this alligator steak for our friends, right?
Oh, yes, of course.
And Bianca goes to cook up the alligator steak. And Godiva sits down at the table with you. She puts her feet up, grabs the pot of tea, takes the top off. I can act this out. I have a teapot. So Godiva takes the teapot, takes the top off, and just chugs it. What's the point of the coupons? So, in a previous session, you actually made a challenge where you had to drum up business for the blacksmith and clothier. And in order to do so, you made a challenge with your rival Dojan for who can hand out the most coupons to this store. If you hand out the most coupons, then the armor that you bought, you get to keep at the discount price that you paid. And Dojan has to accompany you on your journey and offer their services. If you lose, however, Dojan gets priority. Yeah, 200,000 Eris off, by the way. So it was like 2/3 the price. But if Dojan wins, they get priority access for a custom piece at the store. Mura has to give back her armor, and they get to keep the 100,000 Eris. And also, Dojan gets to take you back to the Crimson Magic Clan village and study you for a weekend. So, it's high stakes. You're currently 3 days into a 1-week challenge, so you have 4 days left, including today. Our rival is not willing to pay us to examine us, but they are willing to go through this competition and spend money to spread coupons? Yes, Dojan is absolutely one for a challenge. They are there to have fun and experience life. And they know that they can beat you. I'm glad that you're enjoying this, Chameleon Girl. How many coupons have you given away? Guaranteed you've given away at least 50, 60, 70. You've given away at least 80 plus like 15 from Mura earlier today. So that's 95. There are a couple of things that you haven't checked yet. You put a quest in for the Adventurers Guild for people to meet your friends outside of town. And your friends outside of town are giving them coupons, so that might have updated. You also handed out a ton of coupons after getting blasted with 2 types of magic. Oh, Ghost, thank you so much for hanging out with us. But because you had to make a death save, you kind of blacked out for most of that, so you don't know how many were handed out during that event. Dojan, on the other hand, has been sneaking them into people's pockets and did an entire magic show event where they were able to hand out a ton of coupons as well. We fainted, yep. I'm very happy that you folks made that death save, because I had not planned for what would happen if you died. Oh, hey, Jelly Glue. Sprig abducted me. Damn straight they did. Nice to meet you. We're playing our Twitch plays, Konosuba TRPG. Here's an explanation. You just defeated a giant alligator that was attacking the butcher of this area, and she was happy that you helped her out. So her and the grocer, who's her sister, invited you into their store, are giving you tea, and they're cooking up an alligator steak for you. Exclamation point, panic. Exactly. So right now you're having tea with the butcher, Godiva. So, you're adventurers, aren't you? Must be a bit of a life. I was an adventurer for a while, but my love of cooking and different types of meat kind of caught up with me, so I decided to open a shop with my sis. Social interaction. Oh, and here, I'll give you a quick explanation of the cast of characters. So you're playing as Korin. Yeah, I mean, I'm new to this adventuring thing as well, but you know, getting better every day. I'm just glad that we were able to help. Oh man. And you know, you have just eaten breakfast, like about an hour and a half ago. It was a big breakfast too. You had eggs, you had toast, you had jam, you had ham. I probably mixed up ham and jam, but you also had like a pastry and just some, like, a good breakfast. And hell yeah, you're an isekai protagonist. And as you smell the aroma wafting out from the kitchen, your appetite is worked up again. You also stole a muffin.
Oh man, that smells fantastic. I haven't eaten yet today, so I'm really excited. I've never had alligator before.
Your friend Mura calls out. Mura, here. Mura is your purple-scaled kobold companion. They've been with you since you arrived in this world, and were also reincarnated in this world as well. Give me one sec. Here. There's Korin and Mura. The muffin thing made you chaotic evil? That's how it works.
Yeah, Sis knows how to cook. Honestly, I prefer just the taste of meat, so I put it on a stick and over an open fire, but she knows these things about spices? Oh man.
It was free, but yeah, it was free, but not if you take it out. You have to eat it there, otherwise you pay to take it away. Is there anything that you want to ask the butcher, Godiva? Jelly Gloop, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Cute kobold follow. She is cute. She also has a great sword and has cut things, like, she has bisected things twice in this campaign so far. And this is session 7. You took it and we never asked. I think earlier in the chat somebody asked if we could try and steal the muffin, so that was the trigger. Essentially, anything you guys say in the chat, I can take and make it happen in game. So you gotta be careful with what you say. There was an interaction earlier where you guys just completely ignored somebody asking you how their outfit looked, and you made them feel bad. Cute and strong equals hell yeah.
Yeah,
Is there anything that you want to ask the butcher, Godiva? She's sitting there, you know, drinking her tea. You know, as most people, they drink tea like this, and if they're fancy, they stick their pinky out. But Godiva just wants some tea. So she took the tea kettle, just drank it like this. Well, sounds like Sis is almost done. Better get ready to eat. It's nothing right now, and I wanted to make this quick just in case our guests wanted to be somewhere. What I have for you is some citrus fried alligator steaks, as well as some kale salad with cucumber, dried berry, and a tomato vinaigrette. As well, as a bit of a thanks, I also have some freshly baked bread. Please, enjoy, and thank you for helping Godiva. The softer sister brings out the plates, and they are something to behold. The alligator steak looks perfectly browned. It even has some beautiful grill marks on there. And the citrus smell just absolutely complements the aroma that the alligator was able to achieve. The salad looks like it's made of fresh vegetables that were just delivered today. And the bread, you know that fresh baked bread smell? Like once you take it out? It feels as though she had this going before the alligator incident happened, and it just got ready. So, Godiva, what are your favorite spices? Oh, well, again, I usually like eating stuff just on an open fire, so smoke is my favorite spice. But, oh man. Bianca here, she knows how to cook with all the different stuff. There was this rice that she made with turmeric and garlic and coriander. It was to die for. She even threw some cilantro in there, tossed it up. So yeah, I think those are my favorite. Oh, please. You indulge me, sister. All I do is just throw things together. Well, that's why we're together. You and me, taking on this shop, you knowing how to cook, doing the groceries, me knowing how to butcher. It seems like Godiva and Bianca are the type of siblings that always got together. Despite their looks, despite how different they are, you can sense that they truly have a sister and sister bond. As you finish the food, Mura has been just silently savoring everything, looking so happy. Her eyes are sparkling, you could absolutely tell in this light. And even you just had breakfast, but you managed to finish the meal because it was just so tender and juicy, and God, all the citrus went so well with everything. And once it ends, you hand over your stack of coupons to Godiva and Bianca and give them a wave as you exit. Don't be strangers. In fact, if you need any meat, here. And Godiva tosses you a bundle of meat. In fact, this is what I was waiting for, because you have a skill that gives you 3 meat every session. I just want to make it work in the terms of the context. You leave the store and head back to the general store, where you see your friend Dunnan and your rival Dojan. Welcome back! There was a commotion outside. Are you okay? Yes, that sounded like a bit of a trifling manner. If it were me, I would have dispatched it post-haste. Were you able to deal with the menace?
Deal with what? How did you know?
Oh, I could have seen that alligator waking up a mile away. I didn't want to say anything, though. I wanted to make sure that the butcher could deal with it. You mean you knew that the alligator would... That was an alligator? In the city? Yes, quite. I didn't want to injure anyone's pride, though, so... You know how it is. I couldn't interfere. Good for you, though. So, it turns out, Dojan knew that the alligator was going to be riled up when they gave their coupons to the grocer and the butcher. Here. Here's a description for Dojan for anyone in chat as well. Did they accept your offer of coupons? Yes, they did. They were very nice about it. Can you throw away your rival's coupons? I mean, you can, but that would be cheating. I would have to ask the rest of the chat if you want to do something like that. Well, a deal's a deal. They said that you could do it, so I guess I'll stock these coupons for you, Dojan. Just don't expect me to advertise for you. Why? I would never imagine. I want this to be fair. It's no fun if anyone cheats. Very well, then. I do have other plans today, so we will go to the magic item store tomorrow. I'll meet you here in town. It'll be a nice outing. Was this a citizen alligator? Did he just murder? No, it was, in fact, an enemy in the book called a brutal alligator. It's actually a level 5 monster. So, I wanted to make sure that, you guys had help with it. In fact, if you want, you can roll a mind check to, try and figure out what this alligator was all about. I'll just need 2d6 in chat. So, exclamation point, 2d6. Two and a 1. That's 3 plus 4. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to ID it. If someone wants to, if somebody wants to use a channel point blessing, you can adjust that score. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to ID this alligator. Brutally TV kill. Technically, it's 3 levels higher than you were supposed to be. So, its bite attack does 4d6 plus 14 damage. So its max damage would be like 38. So, it could really hurt you. Did you get it XP? Yeah, I mean, you do get XP from everything that you do. Which redeem? Either one. If you choose the Eris Blessing, you can re-roll. If you choose the Axis Blessing, you can add a d6. So speak now or forever hold your peace. How do you help out? If you have enough channel points to redeem an Axis or an Eris Blessing, you'll be able to... Oh, just like that. So what Bandicoot's done is redeemed a blessing that allows them to roll an extra d6. So go ahead, exclamation point d6. And Chameleon Girl, like, if you want to help out in general, just give us ideas for what you want to happen in the campaign. If you want Corrin to say anything, just say what you want to say. If you want Corrin to go do something, throw out ideas. Essentially, play Corrin as though they were your D&D character. Except everyone's playing them. Okay, that's an extra 5. You only needed, like, a 3. So, the alligator that you just fought is a large carnivorous reptile with big, strong jaws. They devour fish in the water or any small animals that enter it. They like to move in packs and will surround spotted prey before attacking. And in fact, you realize something. I want you guys to roll a luck check. So exclamation point 2d6. Will the song thingy be back on the next stream? Yes, I just have to do a lot of talking during this and a lot of roleplay, so... 1 to 5, so that's 6. That's 10. Okay. So, Mura's holding the package. And you notice that the package is wrapped in something green. Hey, Mura, can I see that for a second?
Oh, yes, of course, thank you.
And you take a look at the package of meat that you were given by Godiva, and it's wrapped in the alligator skin. It almost looks like the hide was wrapped in there. And from your ID, you're able to tell that this alligator skin is worth 100,000 Eris if you sell it at the Adventurers Guild. Give me 1 sec. That's gonna be too long for the inventory field, isn't it? Yeah. Here, let's go with... There we go. I'm sure, like, camping materials you'll be able to recognize as your adventurer's kit. What about ignoring the rival? We can get stronger faster if you just keep doing other stuff? That's also true. If you wanted to, you can just bail out of town, and not be good on your deal with everyone. That's always an option. It might not feel like the nice option, but you're allowed to be an asshole. Is it good for anything else? According to the book, no. But if you have a creative use for the alligator skin, I'm down for hearing it. Armor? Yeah, so essentially what got you into this entire thing was that you wanted to get some armor for Mura, your kobold friend, for cheaper. But you were roped into having to drum up business for the blacksmith and clothier. And then your rival butted in and was like, hey, how about I enter into this? And we'll make this a contest. And the clothier, a dwarf by the name of Bacchus, was like, oh yeah, that sounds great, let's do it. But after that, yeah, you can absolutely ignore your rival. Dojan is just here for a good time. And also to abduct you to the Crimson Magic Village if you lose the deal. Maybe the kobold can wear its hide as a hood? Yeah, possibly. If you bring it back to the clothier or the blacksmith, they might be able to make something out of it. How long can a skin keep for? Could you sell it later if you don't have time? I'll make the executive GM decision that, the gator skin as a quest item doesn't expire. It's got, like, key item, like, quest item properties to it. Check how many coupons your rival put in the store. You go up to the desk and take a look at your stack of coupons and Dojan's stack of coupons. And because Mura had been handing them out, your stack of coupons is a little bit smaller than Dojan's. But all in all, it looks like each of you had originally put 50. Do I have a map of the town? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Okay. So I have a map, but it's not going to be of any help. I'm going to see if the book has a better map. Like an actually labeled map. Where are you? There you are. Okay, let's snap a quick picture of it. Jeez, it is hard to take a picture of a book, isn't it? Okay. So for those of you who are on the Discord, it'll be in the Streamsekai thread, but I'll also throw it on the screen for you. Okay. Do you have infinite coupons? Yes. For the sakes of this quest, you have infinite coupons. This character... The way that you folks have been playing Corrin, he is good but deceitful. He's kind of like, I would say, chaotic good. If I were to give him an alignment. Display capture. So yeah, this is Axeltown. So you've got, like, the public cemetery just outside of town. There are the gates. The Adventurers Guild is in the center district. You got the stables just outside of town. Essentially, the roads going through the center district is the main shopping road. So all the stores and your inn are right there. Yeah, it even says Inn Street, so... There we go. And yeah, here. Legend Master, I can just verify you because your username's the same. Streamsekai thread is at the very bottom. Sorry about that. Just rubbing in your rival's face that you own them. Did I miss something? I think building alliances and strengthening plot points is important. That's fair. Yep, infinite coupons. Finally done with your call. Nice, Strom. I'm not an asshole, but just rubbing in your face that you own them, being true to your word would be better. Helping everyone in the village. Don't think that ignoring the rival is a... Sorry, do you think ignoring it is a good thing since they're slowing you down, in your opinion? Fair enough! That's weird that, Mura's not showing up for you. Oh, you know what? I think that's because you're not subbed. At least it's not showing that you're subbed, Drum. Sorry about that. Alright. But yeah, you found out that you have the alligator skin. Dojan looks at it and, makes a comment. Oh, so they gave you the alligator skin, is that right? Huh. I wouldn't think that they would have given it to me. What makes you so special?
Well, it's because we helped them, you jerk. I'm sure that if you would have let them know that the alligator was gonna run amok, you would have been the one to get the reward. How about that?
Mura looks like she's pretty steamed. Mura, are you okay? Yeah, little lady. You're kinda nettled, aren't you?
Damn right I'm nettled. Dojan, you just let a wild beast attack somebody when you could have done something. Aren't you supposed to be an adventurer? The adventurers that resulted in me coming here, they were bad people, but they would have at least helped someone if they weren't a monster like I am.
Oh, I am not quite an adventurer. I'm more of a researcher. I never. Well, fine. Maybe I will need to think about people a bit more often, if there are rewards involved at least, but until tomorrow, toodaloo. Dojan angrily strides out of the store. You sure showed them, little lady. Good job, Mura.
Well, when somebody is in trouble, you should help them. That's just...
You yell out to Dojan as they leave. Go work on your self-image more, researcher! What about the magic shop? They said that they were going to go with you tomorrow, in the morning. So essentially, the next day that passes in the game, you'll meet Mura at the general store. I have a camera voice delay. That's too bad. I'll have to adjust it on the stream. I think I can adjust it. You think you're like Mura? Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you guys can see a little bit of yourselves in these characters. But yeah, oh geez, has it really been almost 3 hours? Okay. So for the sake of stream time... Oh, there we go, 9 months. Thank you, Trom. Here. Usually when someone subscribes, I play a little piano dupe for them. So, give me 1 sec. Let's go with... How about... Let's see if I remember this one. Thanks for the sub, Trom. Alright, so for the sake of time, I'm gonna say that you folks have one more thing you can do this session. If you want, you can go take a sneak peek of the magic item shop before you go there with Dojan. If you want to, you can go to the Adventurers Guild, see how the quest that you put out is going. You can go outside of town and check in on your friends Froggy and Frogger. Oh, thank you so much for the cheer, Bandicoot. 9 months? Oh, you're a Twitch baby now. Here, I'll make a poll. Last thing we do. Visit the magic item shop. Check in on your quest at the guild. Visit Froggy and Frogger outside town. Let's see if there are any other suggestions in chat. I'm going to break into your house to fix the place up. That is chaotic good, though. Ooh, we're close to a hype train, too. One more sub or thing of bits, and we get a hype train. But yeah, let's start the poll, though. I think these are the best options for right now. Think we need to visit the frogs? That's true. You sent them out to wait for adventurers to come meet them, and you haven't met them since. Can you do 2 and 3 this session? Yeah, I'll say that if you're quick at the guild. I'll say that between the two, whichever one gets more votes will take priority. Oh, hey Trom, thank you so much for the bits. The frogs sound cute. Do I still have the GIF up? I do. This is what the frogs look like. This is what your friend Froggy looks like. Your friend Frogger is just a guy in a lab coat with a frog head. Alright, but it looks like we're visiting Froggy and Frogger. But we'll check in at the guild really quick. Whoops, I should probably take the poll off the screen too. There we go. Alright, Mura. We haven't actually checked in on Froggy and Frogger recently, have we?
No, we really haven't. He kind of passed out yesterday before we could do, and yeah, maybe we should. But what if we check on the quest first too to see how many people have taken it?
Okay, yeah, sure. Let's head over there right now. And you saunter down the main street. The Adventurers Guild in sight. As you get there, you notice that there are a couple of adventurers leaving with little slips. Why don't you give me a perception check to see if you can tell what their slips read. So I'll need exclamation point 2d6 in the chat. And I'll also find some here. I'm sure this is guild music, why not? Alright. So that's 1 and a 4. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm gonna say that as you pass, you catch a glimpse of their slip, but they put it away a bit too quickly for you to get a good look on it. All you really saw was the word meat. You walk into the Adventurers Guild and meet Luna at the desk. Luna is the attendant, a blonde lady. Yeah, give me one sec. I'm pretty sure I remember what Luna looks like, but I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, she's a blonde lady with her hair up in a ponytail, wearing a nice corset dress with a cuff on her neck and a bow tie. Is Luna a kitsune? My old D&D character from the campaign after Fool's Gold was a kitsune, but this Luna is a cute attendant lady who gives people quests and bullies Kazuma. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Oh, Korin, Mura. Here to check on your quest? Yeah. How many people have gone to see Froggy and Frogger?
Well, let's take a look here at the official records.
Give me a luck roll. And you know what? If you want to, you can buff your luck roll by asking to use blessings. So here's how the ones on the character sheet work. Here, give me one sec. This number right here, the flashing number. That's how many regular blessings you have. Essentially, at the start of every session, you have 7 blessings. And for every roll that you make, if you want to, you can use up to your luck stat of blessings. So, as an example, let's say you're trying to do damage. Before you roll for damage, you can say, alright, I want to use 4 blessings to add 4d6 to my damage. Is there more to the quest than just talking to Froggy? Nope. So essentially, this quest was put into the Adventurers Guild by you. You gave them, I believe, 50,000 Eris to make a quest where all adventurers have to do is go outside of town, talk to Froggy and Frogger, get a coupon from them, come back, and they get 500 Eris. Alright, how many blessings would you like to buff your roll with? You can use up to 4. Let's see. Do I have a better description of the quest? I don't think I do. I think I was dumb and didn't write it down. There we go. Starter quest, meet Frogger. Simply up the road, learn about frogs, and an unusual road to power. That was the quest that you gave. I've got a vote for 3, I've got a vote for all of them, so you get to use 4 per roll. Oh, I need to update that. Yeah, essentially it's your luck modifier. So right now it's 4. Here. 3. Whoops. There we go. How many blessings would we like to use? 3 or 4? Vote on your phones now! You have 7 blessings in total. you can use up to 4 per roll. So if you use all of the blessings allotted to this roll, you'll still have 3 left. I think that's overwhelmingly 3 blessings. That's true. You don't have anything else to use them for today. Because this will be the last 2 things that you do. Alright. But, as soon as it hits the 2-minute mark, it looks like it's going to be 3 blessings. So, I'm gonna need a couple of dice rolls from the chat. I'll need one person to roll 2d6, please. So, exclamation point, 2d6. Alright. So that's 2 and a 1. So that's 3. I'll need another person to roll 2d6. That's 3 and a 4. So you're at 10 now. And I'm gonna need somebody to roll just exclamation point d6 for the last one. That's a 2. So, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, plus your luck. 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's take a look at the notes that I made for what that means. Luna rifles through some papers before she finally finds what she's looking for.
Yes. So last time you checked, around 50 adventurers have taken your request. And since the last time you checked, let's see here, we have accepted 50 more. You've doubled them. So half of the available resources have been allocated, and 100 people have taken the quest. On top of that, it looked like all of them came back with the coupon. So I know that you're looking for those, so... From the results of the quest so far, out of the 200 available, half of them have been taken. So you're guaranteed to have at least 145 coupons taken. Including other ones, but not including ones that you don't know about. So you got 100 from this quest, 30 from when you fooled Dojan in the previous session, and 15 from Mura as of this morning. Oh, wow, I'm glad that adventurers are taking our quest. Yeah, that means that they can meet Froggy and Frogger.
Yeah, that means that they can take coupons and make it so that you don't lose your clothes, Mura.
Oh, that too, I guess, but fantastic. Thank you, Luna. Oh, no problem. Is there anything else that I can do for you today?
I appreciate it, but not today. We gotta go and see our friends outside town, if that's, gonna be alright.
Oh, that's plenty alright. There's nothing really coming up.
Mura blushes. And so, you leave the Adventurers Guild and head out to the gates. The gates are wide open, and commerce is flowing in. I would say that as of right now, it's about like 3 p.m. Commerce is slowing down, you know, it's the afternoon, people are about to be done. But, as you head out of the gates, you see a couple of adventurers, coming back, talking about something. If you wouldn't mind giving me 2d6 in chat for a perception check. There we go. You might be able to overhear them. That's 9 plus your perception. That's 13. You listen in a little bit, and you overhear them talking about, oh man, did you see that giant toad? It didn't eat us. Yeah, and like, that guy had a whole toad for a head. I don't think the toad was his head. I think he just had a toad head, James. Well, yeah, but like, that's not something you see every day. When I got this quest, I thought that they were just screwing with us, but they were really friendly. Plus, we got these coupons to go get equipment. I can finally afford that sword I was looking for. Yeah, maybe I'll spend mine too. I could definitely use like a new cape. The adventurers go back into the city. It seems that they met your friends. As you walk down the road, it's a while out of the city. I would say that's about an hour's travel. Before you get to the shack, you see Froggy and Frogger, a giant toad and a guy in a lab coat with a toad head. Something seems a bit different. It seems that Frogger, the guy with the toad head, has gotten some donations. The shack that they live in isn't really as run down as you remember it being. There's actually like a framed picture on the wall of like a little sunflower. They've got some potted plants and they're growing some vegetables. And in fact, the giant toad, Froggy, even has like a little sun hat on that I take it some adventurer would have made for him. Froggy! Frogger! Long time no see!
Ah, yes! Nice to see you. Corin, Mura, thank you so much for sending people our way. Gero. Yes, and Froggy says thank you so much for sending people with clothing.
Oh, we didn't send them. They must have come back with some for you.
Oh, then does that mean that the town accepts us now?
Well, funny you should mention that, you say. We have a meeting with Governor Alderp at the end of the week. So it's just going to be a little bit longer, but we're going to see if we can get you situated in town.
Yeah, and then you can start turning people into frogs or whatever creepy stuff that you want to do.
Creepy? What I do is of benefit to society. What I do will cure illness and make those, what did you call them? Furries. Really happy that they get to be mighty toad people just like me.
Yeah, I'm sure that they'll like that. I'm sure there are plenty of them there. Anyways, I'm just glad that people are taking the quest and meeting you. Is there anything that we can bring? We've got some extra meat. We got some muffins.
If you wouldn't mind being separated with one of your muffins. Froggy absolutely loves those, and no one has come with pastries.
Do you want to give Froggy a muffin? You have 4 of them, and you did steal one. If you want, you can Robin Hood this muffin, steal from the rich and give to the poor. You know, you turn people into giant toads. Can you turn people into other things?
Why would they want to be turned into other things? Giant toads are genetically superior to every being on this planet. They can jump higher, they have the capacity to learn. And when you're turned into a giant toad person, your illnesses are completely removed. Any limbs that you've lost grow back. Why would you want to be anything other than a giant toad?
I'll give you that one, Chameleon Girl.
Oh, Froggy, you look great in that hat. Now your skin won't get dried out.
Gero.
Froggy looks at Mura and just... You can tell on his giant toad face that they're really happy.
Oh, yes. By the way, I've been reworking the serum, and I might have a way to make Froggy into a toad person, if you will. You see, I am able to make humans into giant toads, but I have not found a way to make them into giant toad people, you see. So I would like to try this on Froggy first. It's not quite ready, but the next time you see us, Froggy might be less giant and more person.
Frog Scientist has more to learn about socializing. Alright, well, you know, best of luck on that. Definitely don't think that they would welcome being turned into giant toads. I think they want to be more giant toad people. But, yeah, here, Froggy. And you reach into your pack, and you toss your ill-gotten muffin into Froggy's mouth. He opens his mouth, just like that, and it lands perfectly inside. I won't even make you roll for this. You did it the first time, so I think you got the angle right. Just gotta update your inventory. Is there anything in particular you want to ask Froggy and Frogger? If there isn't, then, you just sort of chat. You talk about just the things and the people that they've seen. Frogger explains in great detail that even though a lot of the adventurers were scared of them at first, when they got to talking, they kind of saw things their way. A lot of them didn't understand that, like, just what Frogger wanted out of this deal. And some of them were even kind of put off by the giant toad thing. But others were like, you know what? If you can cure disease, then why not? If people are willing to sacrifice being human to be alive, why not let them? And some of them are really excited about the prospect because they have sick family members that, you know, if Frogger can perfect the serum, they'll be able to go out again and live their lives. So it's divided, but mostly in favor of people liking Froggy and Frogger. And the fact that they didn't attack was also pretty nice. Did they need anything comfort-wise? Oh, by the way, do you need anything? Like, you know, blankets or... I noticed that you got some vegetables, but are there any supplies that you'll need? It's only for a couple more days. I'm sure Alderp will be fine letting you in.
Well, you see, I would really appreciate any groceries. You see, Froggy has been hunting for us, and while wild game is quite nice, it would be nice to have a more refined meal at some point, you see. We have potted plants, so those will grow eventually, but we are... Yes, something comfy. Some comforts of home would be quite nice.
You may visit them again before meeting with Mary. You do have a bit left. We got some alligator meat if you want some. We've also got, like, just some regular, like, pork or chicken.
Yes, if you could spare some, that would be fantastic.
Would you like to give them 3 of your meat? We got a couple of yeses in the chat, sure. Oh, yes, of course. Here, I'll give you a bit of an assortment. We got some chicken and some pork that Mura got. And also we defeated a giant alligator, so the butcher actually gave us some of that. Have you ever had it before?
Oh, I definitely have. It's a bit like fishy chicken. If you cook it the right way, it can be fantastic.
Yeah, you're telling me. We had it with... sorry. Yeah, you're telling me. We had it with some citrus sauce, and it was amazing. I had just eaten breakfast, and to have that again, like, my stomach was full, but I made room.
Oh, of course.
So you hand over just an assortment of meat. You have 3 left. And you just shoot the breeze. By the time you're done talking with Froggy and Frogger, it's sunset, and it's about an hour back to the town. So you say your goodbyes and head home. Give me 1 sec. Where are you? Sorry, I got my list of music, but I'm not finding the one that I want. There we go. Alright. It's sunset. And you leave Froggy and Frogger behind at their shack. Their belly is a bit more full, and happy that they saw you. It's about an hour's journey, and the sun is orange in the sky. It's a beautiful sunset.
You know, Corin, we did a good thing with them. I'm sure that if we had left them, Axeltown would be invaded by giant toads right now, but we really made a difference, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we did, Mura. I guess that means we're real adventurers, aren't we?
I guess that does mean we are. I don't know a lot about adventures besides what I saw from outside the cave and what happened to me.
Yeah, it was... From what you told me, Mura, those weren't adventurers that I would idolize.
What do you mean? They saw a monster, and they defeated it, right?
Mura, you're not a monster.
Well, I'm a kobold. Technically speaking, you know, I'm the servant of a dragon. I am a
yes, that is a technicality, Mura. But, you know, your actions, you're doing better than those adventurers that killed you before you got here. And you've helped me and other people so much. I wouldn't call yourself a monster.
Well, what would you call me then?
What do you want to call Mura? What is your response to this? Mura, I'd call you a hero, and above all things, a friend. I don't see a ferocious beast in front of me. I mean, you've bisected a giant toad and an alligator, so you're ferocious, but like for good, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm not great at saying these things.
No. I mean, I guess when you put it like that, yeah. Can we keep doing good, Corin?
I think we can. You hear an alarm in the distance. Give me 1 sec. As you approach the town, There's an alarm going off, and bells in the distance. There are adventurers flocking in front of the town gates. Everyone armed. You hear off in the distance, "Attention all adventurers! This is an emergency quest! All adventurers who are fit and able, report to the front gates!" As you get to the front gates, you notice that everyone's staring in your general direction.
Corin, do you know what's up?
No, what's going on? And you turn around, and behind you is a giant swarm of just pure green. Multiple tiny dots on the horizon, swarming together. You hear another announcement. "All adventurers, prepare for the harvest." And that's what we're gonna end. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Listen, I gotta channel Dingo a little bit too. Oh, Romy, thank you so much for joining at the very end here. God, it is morning for me too. It's 12:11 a.m. But yeah, we'll be back to Streamsekai next week. I hope you folks absolutely enjoyed the new art I got from Avery. You can find Avery there. She did the art for my Korin and Muda. A swarm of what? You'll find out. All you get is that they said it's time for the harvest. Yeah, I'll throw Korin and Muda up really quick. Where are you? There's Mura. There's Korin. This is your first D&D thing? I hope you enjoyed it. I really wanted to do like a non-D&D adventure for my Twitch plays. Okay, we'll throw that here. Also, big thank you to Kobold Sprig. She is a fantastic Kobold VTuber, super wholesome. She rated us earlier and was really nice about it. Her content's fantastic. Like, her VTuber model is really good. She's super entertaining, really knowledgeable about the games that she plays as well. And overall, just a great time. Highly recommend Kobold Sprig. Just in general. Even if she didn't raid. Like, absolutely one of my favorite streamers right now. Who are we rating? I guess I'll also say, we're gonna be back tomorrow for Ace Attorney at 8 p.m. Pacific. So if you want to catch the whole Sunday crew voicing some Ace Attorney characters, that's your thing. Monday, we're going to be doing some Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE, followed by Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2. Wednesday next week, we're going to be playing The Cruel King and the Great Hero, and possibly finishing it. I need to get it done before I move. 8 p.m. Pacific time, exactly. And then after that, we're going to be playing Ni no Kuni 2, which is, oddly enough, another isekai game where the president gets sent to a fantasy world. So he's like a guy in a suit with a gun that shoots like evil rat people. It was interesting. I don't think anyone was prepared for that. But yeah, let's send you to I mean, my friend Tom has 440 viewers, so he probably doesn't need it. It looks like Pharaoh is drawing a big titty anime girl. But Theropod is a dinosaur VTuber that is usually drawing some tabletop RPG or dinosaur-based thing, and listens to the Unexpectables podcast. So give Pharaoh a big old shark attack, and I will catch you folks later. See ya!